the best, I'm sorry, he ain't the one. He ain't the one, and that's for sure. So let him go. I'm so tired of being down from all our problems, and you've been holding back, so it's been hard to solve them. You be making me so fucking hot down to my core. Like summer sun is burning the horizon even more. Water couldn't salvage all the fire action on. But I don't even mind it, cause I'm stuck on you and us. Imagine all the feeling that I'm feeling deep inside. I know you feel the same way, so it's hard to say goodbye. To say goodbye with cheeky kisses down between my thighs. There you find the mother earth, especially paradise. When the planets say it's too much, but you're too
Yes, welcome back.
So you fight it till the
It's your boy Big Rock, Everything DMV Radio, man. We have a beautiful group online with us today. I know y'all seen the flyer. We getting the taste of their music right now.
Comets crashing till you burn up. And when it burns up, Saturn ain't gon' tell you sorry. Nope. When you're laid up in your pity party. Try to fight back with the strong.
It's going down, y'all. We connected. We have a nice group in here today. I'm gonna let y'all get to know them a little bit. Let you get a chance to see what they doing out here, because it sounds very beautiful. Yes. We need some of this. Oh yeah. Comets crashing.
So you fight it till the last one. Comets crashing till you burn up. But you don't listen when it's too much. Cause you're so convinced.
This is how it's going, y'all. Spock, I'm back. Thank y'all so much for coming on to the show. Thank everybody for tuning in. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce these ladies to y'all and let y'all see what's going on, because it is going on. You hear me? It is really going on.
Sorry, I had to get my selfie light. Hey, can y'all see me?
Yes, girl, we can see you.
Welcome to the show, ladies. How are y'all today?
Good. Doing blessings to you.
Same to you. Y'all are blessing the world right now.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. For those who don't know you guys and haven't been acquainted with you yet, can you tell them who you are and what you do?
I'm Mimo.
I'm Soleil, and we
are Noir. Basically, what we do is just try to advertise Black girl magic and power. Kind of what I mentioned in the podcast that I did earlier in the week or last week, just saying that the EP was just about kind of reclaiming our magic and our power, because I feel like that gets misconstrued on the spectrum throughout, I guess, just life and music.
No, fact. We're just, like we always say, we're just two young Black women on a journey, and we're just documenting it along the way. It's bigger than music even. It's more of a movement of just celebrating who we are as Black women, but
absolutely,
like taking that power and showing the beauty, the good, the bad, the ugly that comes with being a growing Black woman.
Yeah, I mean, the EP itself is just, if you listen to the lyrics, I mean, some people could say that it is heartbreak, but I feel like it's also just finding the beauty and finding yourself and separating a connection that you have with somebody that just not might be healthy for you. Fact. Like Comets Crashing was a great song. It was a great example for that.
Yeah.
Yep.
It sounds very beautiful. I love the voice. I love the sound. I love the production. It's really nice.
Thank you.
How did you two get together and, start, doing this music thing?
Whatever I say.
Yeah. So
we'll start everything.
Yes, that's the start of everything. So August of 2019, we recorded Whatever I Say. And it was really just like spur of the moment. We had met at like a prior like photo shoot, and it was just like, okay, yeah, hey, let's do music, da-da. But then she like actually reached back. So we did Whatever I Say together, and then it was a 1-day session, and we developed instant chemistry. We were like, dang, we have to do more of this together. Like, this is fire. So we just kept in touch, and then a year later, we recorded for the streets, and it was also very spontaneous. Like, she sent me the beat. Sorry, I have crazy neighbors upstairs. But we recorded for the streets like the same day we finished writing it. And then from then on, we were like, so you trying to make a project? You trying to be a group? Because we were all hype in the studio.
I know the nostalgia in the studio is crazy, but as long as you have the right energy and the right vibes, because anything can seem possible when everything is going your way in a studio session. But you also have to be like really wary of the people that you make these ideas up with, because sometimes people don't follow through. So the fact that we've always, I mean, granted that at the time that we did the For the Streets, we had only made 2 songs with each other, but just off the strength of when we had did Whatever I Say, the fact that we did it the same day, or like, I think just the week after that the song was written. So I already knew that she was reliable. Like, we already knew that we were both reliable artists and sources to actually move forward with making an entire project together. Yeah.
So like when it came to the creation of the project, it happened so fast. Like, that's the part that still blows our mind. Like, we got the beats on like a Wednesday, and we finished recording the bulk of the EP in like 2.5 weeks. It was really crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
And in the meantime, in between time, we're writing the treatment for our For the Streets music video. So I mean, just everything went by really quickly.
Exactly.
And so for it to have turned out the way that it did is a blessing. Like,
honestly.
Wow, that's amazing. So you girls, you know, linked up, you started working together, and what Noir, how did that become the group name?
That Soleil would have to tell you that. Well, let me give you a quick little.
I'm about to say, because I already know where this is going. So
we were in the studio, and I still had my faux locks at the time. I had it in a protective style, and she, you know, her hair is locked. So our audio engineer was like, you should call yourselves Dreads, DR, the number 3 ADZ. And I'm so nice. I'm so nice. Let it be known that I'm the nice one, and Soleil is like the tougher one. So I'm over here like, oh, you know, maybe. And I'm like, maybe we could.
Now, how would it have looked if we had came on here and be like, "How y'all doing? My name is Soleil. This is Mima. We are Dreads." Like,
yeah. Soleil shut that down real quick. She was like, "No," and then I was like, "Okay."
It needs to be something really timeless, and like we just kept saying, like, this is just giving Black girl magic. It was always giving something to us. So then I'm French. My original language before I learned English was French. So like Noir came to mind. But then Smino, an artist who I love so much, he has an album named Noir. So I was like, I need it to be a noir that isn't like the album cover. So we're like, throw an exclamation point in there, make it fancy.
Wow.
We kind of ran with it.
We did.
Yeah, that is, man, it's a great look. I mean, you see it and you're intrigued by the name, you're intrigued by the photos, like everything, and it's really, really nice. I like the design. I like everything about it.
Yeah, shout out to Jacob Webster. He's the one who shot the pictures for them. He's absolutely incredible.
Yep, he is.
Nice.
And I'm really glad that Soleil was adamant about getting him to do our cover, because originally I was like, oh, let's just do it ourselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's like, no. Yeah, I'm glad that we went through with that.
Like, because before we drop any clips of how it sounds like, we need to catch them with how it's going to look. And the way that this dude takes pictures, like, it instantly catches your eye. So I was like, well, you know, we grew up around the same way. We went to middle school together, and seeing him kind of blow up in the way that he is, I was like, we got to support the homegrown people who are getting it done. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
So with that said, where are you ladies from?
So
ethnically, Maryland.
Silver Spring, Maryland, 301 all day and tomorrow.
Yeah, I represent the 301, the 202, the 240, the 410, 410, 40, what, 443? The 703, the DMV.
All right. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So, man, you know what everybody's going to be waiting for now, because it's so nice and they want to see more. Where the videos at? Where they coming?
The videos.
We got For the Streets out now, and then
the rest are on the way. We thinking of a whole like conceptual piece because we know if we want to do it, we want to do it right, especially with like how For the Streets kind of came to be, and for that to be like our benchmark,
it has to get better.
Exactly. So it's like we're not holding off on it, but we're just like taking our time and making sure that we're releasing it right. Let people fall in love with the sound, so once they see the visuals, it's like undeniable.
And it's funny because the production company that did our For the Streets music video was called Black Magic Entertainment,
right?
With Christopher Downing Productions, and they did such an amazing job. And we've been keeping in touch with them just to figure out what we would do moving forward, because as Soleil said, that's our benchmark. So like we can't set or step back to anything less than what we've already given to the people. So we want to make sure we actually take our time. Videos and conceptualized projects is not something that can be rushed the same way music can.
Right, facts.
All right. Yeah.
That's
awesome. So with these songs, it seems like it taps into a place, that y'all are familiar with. Has that have to do with, your upbringing, your, relationships, being in, growing up and coming up in Silver Spring, Maryland? Like how did all this,
Well, what song specifically? Because Soleil's a fraud.
What is start Kevin on here? I'm not. She's right. It is what song? Because I'm not a fraud. But I'm a writer. At the end of the day, I think what makes me like my artistry. I'm a writer, so
She's a great storyteller.
I'm a storyteller. There we go.
Right.
So it's like there's a lifestyle that I wish I could live. I wish I could really be like, I got it like that. I think Soleil is an extension of like.
But you do.
Sometimes. But I really be chilling.
She said me. She was making it clear.
I be minding my locks and minding my business. But when I like step into that energy of like being like a boss woman, a la matatana, if you will, you have to come with a certain energy. So I feel like I tap into that from some facet of my imagination, probably some life I've lived before, and Mimo does a great job at giving it street cred.
Oh man. Okay.
You feel me? Yeah, so that's why I asked which song specifically, because I mean all the songs are about really detachment, to be honest. If we're keeping it a being, just like reclaiming yourself as an individual and not holding on to anything that's just not for you, or even if it's too good to be true. I mean, I feel like we self-sabotage a lot, and sometimes that can also affect our relationship. So the project really is just about recentering. I mean, besides all the little,
the pieces of the puzzle,
all those little salacious things that we have in there, all those like sexual, there's sexual moments in there, of course, to be scandalous.
That's life. That's
a part of life. I mean, that's just the beauty of the project, because it really is storytelling. Like it's really incorporating everything that makes a relationship, from the heartbreak, the cheating, the sex, all of it, the separation, you know what I'm saying? The toxicity, all of it in itself. So that's why I asked like what song specifically, because if we going down to it, we can get into each song.
Every song is a different story.
All right. Well, what's the song that you like the most, and tell me about that one.
You go first.
You already know it's La Matatana. I don't even know why. Like this is a discussion. Like La Matatana was like the cherry on top, because we did our photo shoot that day. Then we went and recorded the song, and then we had, before we went to record the song, we had happy hour. We were drinking. We were lit. It was a great day. So I feel like it just La Matatana just like sums up the entire EP, the entire day, the entire EP, the entire project. And I feel like the vibes and the energy from when we woke up that day down to recording the song it was just incredible. So that's my favorite song, just because the history of the song, the lyrics. So like,
don't mind me. I'm trying to keep it touching.
Awesome.
For me, it always fluctuates. Like I think it depends on the day. So like I say Drowning for me, because there's just something about how she comes in on that song, the production of that song, and like it takes you every time I listen to it, I feel like I'm coasting.
Your crush is showing.
Yeah, okay. Your crush is showing. No, but honestly, like, I wasn't even there when she made it. That was the one song that we weren't together, like, when it made the entire project, because I was already, like, I think I was back in New Orleans at that point. But she killed it. And, like, the fact that that's the song that comes right after Whatever I Say, like, I'm like, you did that.
Shout out to Soleil for the order. She's the one who arranged the order of the EP. Which, if you listen to, and that's why we keep going back to saying that it's storytelling, because if you really listen to the lyrics from the very beginning, from Whatever I Say down to La Matatana, like the order and the flow and the way each song is arranged and flows into the next, it's a great project, if I do say so myself. Not trying to be biased or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But
nah, for I don't know why, but when I listened to the album, like I felt like it connected me to that show Insecure. Like I could hear those songs playing in those shows. Like,
I think it's perfectly imperfect. Like every song, it talks about like there's imperfections in all of it. Like from Whatever I Say, like for even you talking your ish and you're like, Thick Thighs Save Lives. I could stop playing with me before I take your shorty too. There's still a little bit of like insecurity in that, because like it shouldn't even have to be that way. You move on to your own, and like she's talking about like, we get it done when we need to get it done, but like that actual connection is not there. Comets crashing, same thing. Like you have the planets telling you that like this should not be a thing, but when you think you're with that person or you want that feeling so bad, you're fighting it until it's like the universe will not let you have it, and then you're just going through that cycle. And then by the time you get to For the Streets, Apart is the really sweet way of being like, okay, maybe we should break this off. Like I don't think this is the best. But if you don't listen by the time Apart is over, La Matatana's like, all right, nigga, I said.
From Apart. I mean, Noir the project is just a very sweet and dulce and delicate way of telling men and women and every gender out there that like, it sucks, but it does get better. I promise it gets better. It's just a very sweet way of saying that, because but Whoa, it takes it. I think Whoa is just the ultimate reclaiming of self, that like altogether. It's just the lyrics.
Whoa came from a different place, like that.
Yeah, completely. That was just all about you and yourself, and like.
Yeah, when I heard so it's like when we got that beat, I heard the beat because she sent me like the beats and was like, okay, like hop on whatever you think you hop on first. The second I heard that beat for Whoa, I was like, girl, I'm taking it. Sorry.
I think that's the most incredible part of the project. I think that even ourselves, like we underestimate like how quickly we really just got this done and how amazing it turned out. Like when we talk about it, it's so passive. Like when people ask, oh, what's the inspiration, or how quickly did it take? And we're like, oh, next week it was done.
That's dope.
Yeah, but it was.
This is going to be great. I can't wait to see the rest of this journey. If you had to pick a song for me to play right now, which one would it be?
La Matatana.
Come on now.
All right. Well, if you ladies can do me a favor and introduce it for me, I'm gonna go ahead and get that right up for y'all right now.
All right.
Okay. Then I am Soleil.
And I was about to say I'm Noir. And I'm Nemo. And together we are Noir. And this is our song La Matatana
on everything DMV.
Yeah.
I love you too. Make some
I done ran a little trying to make some. So don't be mad, I'm trying to get my cake up. I'm just trying to hit that $1 pace up. Don't get me fed up, or stack that bread up. Cause I don't be chasing, unless it got a couple hands. Boy, you be playing, you gon' end up by yourself. I do not take it, really don't picture this ending well. Thinking it's you, got me the check when I'm chucking the door. Cause I don't need you, I'll be a
DJ, run that back.
I got plenty numbers on my phone. Try one, homie, like
yeah.
Out here in Atlanta trying to make some. Out here in Atlanta trying to make some. So don't be mad, I'm trying to get my cake up. I'm just trying to hit that $1 million pace up. Don't get me fed up, or stack that bread up. Cause I don't be chasing, unless they got a couple hands. Boy, you be playing, you gon' end up by yourself. I do not take it, really don't picture this ending. Been through, thinking it's you. Got me a check and I'm checking the dudes. I don't need you, I'll be alone. I got plenty numbers on my phone. Try one, hold me back, I won't be long. Say no, do you as a more for you sexually that love? I don't need you, I'll be alone. I got plenty numbers on my phone. Try one, hold me back, I won't be long. Say no, do you as a more for you sexually that love? That niggas in love with me, and say it. But I just want the best, you see. Why can't you see? I guess I'm blessed, I got my own investments. But if he keeps giving it up, I might max him. Let's never stress, writing down on my taxes. All in your feelings, I hope you get past it. I got money flowing in from different zones. But little does he know, he ain't the only one, but I'ma keep on playing on his phone. Cause I don't need you, I'll be alone. I got plenty numbers on my phone. Try one, hold me back, I won't be long. Say on to you or some more, but you sexy little love. Don't need you, I'll be alone. I got plenty numbers on my phone. Try one, hold me back, I won't be long. Say no, do you want some more? But you see me like a that niggas in love with me, and saying I just want the best, you see. Why can't you see? I'm flooding down my wrist, switch to Rolex from a Swiss. Then we touching down our bases, traveling in private jets, putting bands up in my bag. That nigga gave me all this cash. If you see me with it, best believe he gave it. Yeah. Flooding down my wrist, switch to Rolex from a Swiss. And we touching down on bases, with private jets, putting bands up in my bag. That nigga gave me all this cash. If you see me with it, best believe he gave it. Don't need you, I'll be alone. I got plenty numbers on my phone. Try one, hold me back, I won't be long. Say no, do you ask some more for you sexy little love? I don't need you, I'll be alone. I got plenty numbers on my phone. Try one, hold me back, I won't be long. Say no, do you ask some more for you sexy little love?
Yes, yeah.
Come on.
Come on now.
Then y'all know what's going on, man. We are not playing. Look, I ain't gonna do too much for him. I'm not gonna do too much for him. But y'all been doing y'all thing. I love what y'all doing.
Thank you
so much.
You already know, if you want to keep up with what we are doing, follow us first and foremost on Instagram at Noire Music. That's NOIRE music. Y'all know it's for music, I hope.
Yeah.
And if you want to follow us personally, you can follow me at Bonjour Soleil. So that's BONJOUR, hi in French. You can Google Translate it. And then SOLEILLE. That's me on Instagram, me on Twitter, me on TikTok. I just
everywhere.
Yeah.
If y'all want to keep up with Mimo, y'all can follow me at Lil Mimo, LULMEMO on Instagram. On Twitter, it's Lil Mimo, LULMEMOO. And that's me.
And then major love, major shout out to Everything DMV Radio. Thank y'all for
Thank you so much for having us. Thank you so much for featuring our music, and thank you so much for being so interested in getting to know more about me, Soleil, and Noire, and our collective all together. Stay tuned in, y'all.
For the DMV.
Yeah.
Everything DMV, stay tuned in. Come on.
Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Big Bach, Everything DMV Radio. We in the building with Noire, man. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back with another guest.
Hey.
Yay. Thank y'all again so much. much, man. Hey, we had that opportunity to talk to No Wild, man. They blessed it for the streets. Go get it right now. Go download it on all platforms. Show some love. DMV is in the building. Yeah.
Are you down for the waiting? Roll the dice and hope you make it. Find my exes, they'll all say I can't commit. Won't commit, but I'll do better once these niggas own this shit. Own that shit. Can't play a play, can't play. Did you miss a point in whatever I'm saying? Thinking you special, I treat you the same. What happened? You thinking you 1 in a million? Oh, 1 in a million. Yeah, that should be making me feel bad. Cause niggas be going out real sad. Niggas be going out real sad. Leave for the streets. You know I'm a leave. Pretty petite. Pop out the whip. Yeah, everybody did. Lying on me. But I'm on the crib. You must be dumb, gotta be tripping. Think you the one, I caught you slipping. Must be the drugs, must be the bud. Just cause we fucked that on me, we in love. You think I'm whipped cause I swallowed your son. I called you daddy, I did it for fun. You in the streets, but you think you the one. You ain't the one, or you ain't the only. All up in my bed, keeping me laced up and fed. Creep on my side like a thief in the night. Your replacement's over here. That ain't what you wanna hear, but you're playing so it's fair. You want me laid up in tears. No, not here, my dear. Stay on me.
For the streets. Go wild.
Normally. Pretty petite.
DMV.
Yeah. Everybody there. Lying on me. But I'm on the crib. I do freaky shit he don't know. He do creepy shit he low. We will climb into the last place, but someone's gonna get us for sure. No. Stay on me. Leave for the streets. You know I'm a leave. Pretty petite. Pop out the whip. Yeah, everybody did. Lying on me. But I'm on the crib. Stay on me. Leave for the streets. You know I'm a leave. So pretty petite. Pop out the whip. Everybody did. Lying on me. But I'm on the crib. Yeah. No. Stay on me. Leave for the streets. You know I'm a leave. So pretty petite. Ooh. You pop out the whip. Yeah. Everybody there. Playing on me. But I'm on the creep. Shit. It's like I'm sorry.
Hey. Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Big Bog. Everything DMV Radio, man. Y'all can catch this tune right here, playing on everything DMV Radio, man. Y'all also go follow these ladies, man. Show them love and support. Black girl power, black energy. Just build it up, man. They are doing a thing. I don't even know what to say right now, but this is staying on repeat, and I suggest you do the same thing. It's your boy Big Bog. We'll be right back with our next guest. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you, ladies, for showing up. And anytime y'all drop it, bring it over here. I'll play it. Yeah. We out.